Okay, well, what a start, huh? We're playing against Maninone. Round one, huh? Oh, they were already in the stream, jeez. Good start, huh? Good to start. I do think we've got a pretty good matchup, though, for whatever that's worth. I trophied with this deck off stream last night, the Rokiric deck. Would really like to see a Chalice and Teferi at the opening hand. You could probably keep this hand on the play. We know we're playing against Living End, or at least we have to assume. But it's also mulled to 6. Randy for the 9 months, appreciate you. What a start. Alright, go to 5. Go to 4. Perfect hand. Yuki, thank you for Twitch Prime, appreciate you. Yeah, I do think this matchup is very good. I'm gonna play out the Chalice on turn 1. You have a Force? Does have a Force, pitch Charlotte's Agent, down to 3 cards in hand. So hopefully we can cast a Fairy before our opponent goes off with Living End. 3 cards in hand over there. No Cycler, that's huge for us. Plays Botanical Sanctum. Passes. Slam Teferi. Your boy, Fuzzy Slippers, 6 months, let's go. Have Second Force. Violent Outburst, but this just gets back Architects of Will, and I can bounce Architects of Will. Do you watch any Magic content on YouTube? I watch some Channel Fireball stuff. I watch some Jim Davis. Some Caleb Gannon. The occasional Saffron Olive video when I get I just can't resist the title. Brain, Yuki, and your boy, thank you for your subscriptions. I don't think I missed anybody. What a start. And we've got like a really good, strong follow-up here. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm sorry for I left out the nitpicking nerds. I have actually watched like a big chunk of your catalog. Oh no. All right, what you got? Cycle. Boss goes great. Yeah, I had a good time on the midweek metagame last night. Nice to be back. Should have a prediction for the match. Yeah, I got a little caught off guard. Maybe we should have. Yeah, nitpicky nerds aspiring spike beef, huh? If we can pull game 1 off, that's going to be just a really big deal, since our matchup is even better post-board because we get Endurance and Dovin's Veto. Yeah. Opponent packs it in. Where can you find the recent hammer list? You can find it if you type !deck and then go into the stream decker where it says see this link for all my decks. I've been playing a little bit of it off stream. I've been liking it. I like one reason I'm a little hesitant to play it on stream though is that Living End is really popular at the moment. Living End has like been one of the most common decks to play against on Magic Online, and I was trying out like Dranith Magistrates on the sideboard too last night. I still got my teeth kicked in when I was playtesting it, and I think for the time being I'm probably not gonna be playing Hammer on stream until like Living End gets knocked down a peg. Am I playing this deck how good against Living End? I mean, I'm playing this deck because it's good against Living End and Shadow, right? So I wouldn't really have time for much of a recap. I did trophy with this deck last night, the only league I played with it last night. But, you know, of course, I have a lot of decks like this, right? A lot of decks that I think are really good against a handful of decks. And, like, you want to choose and, like, to target certain metagames. And like with Living In and Shadow being popular, I think this is a really good choice. Max for the 2 months, appreciate you. Your content has helped very much with the brews. Awesome, awesome. Glad to hear it. Yeah, 4 Endurance, 4 Veto, 4 Chalice, 3 Teferi. Feel pretty good about the matchup. How's the Hammer Time matchup? It's pretty good. You're a Chalice, Solitude, Prismatic Ending deck. You have Wear Tear on the sideboard too. Your hammer matchup with this deck is pretty good. Historically, at least. I'll keep. I suppose I'll keep. I'm gonna play this out, you know, aggressively because of grief. Do you have a favorite popper deck? Affinity. Used to be Delver. Okay. I need to find a green card. That is a green card. Cycles Waker. People gunning for Living In. Feels kind of better to play Rhinos. Well, I mean, if assuming your range is just Cascade decks, maybe, but it is true that like Rhinos does pick up a lot of the splash hate for Living In. Not all of it, of course, but a good chunk. All right, Force Pitch Shardless Agent. My opponent was able to fight through Chalice and Teferi. Do you have some Street Wraiths? Oh man. Yeah, we got a pretty good Living In matchup. Max, thank you for the 4 months. I definitely did see Menino's name, and I was like, it's probably gonna go pretty well for us. Yeah, it's not like a super big back and forth, not really much of an epic battle. Good start though, huh? Okay, we can keep this. Oh no, I forgot to add Lucci to the list. Almost at 2 million at one point. Oh jeez. No, not again. This is gonna be the farm Living In 5 weeks, 5 matches in a row. I'm gonna Chalice on 0. Yeah, I'm gonna Chalice on 0, then 1. But my opponent might force this. So I'll play another Chalice on 0. It could be Murktide, but yeah, it's Living In again. Let's freaking go. Oh, whoops, I forgot to play my land. I was so excited. Oh, man. Disciples of Menino. Oh, man. I'm gonna Iteration try to find a... Oh, I found the 3rd land off this. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I should have held this. It's fine. I mean, they have Brazen Borrower. Okay, they can take my Teferi here. The iteration seemed a little loose. Yeah, it was. I was locked into casting the iteration because I wanted to find my 3rd land, but I didn't realize it drew it off the Manamorphose by the time I cast it. Not a big deal. Opinion on Rhinos versus Living In? Well, Living In has been really good. It's like, I would say like the big matchup difference between Rhinos and Living In is that Living In is really good against Hammer, and Rhinos is like pretty weak against Hammer. But I also kind of feel like Hammer is on the decline. I've not seen nearly as much Hammer time lately. Okay, I'm just going to get Rokiric into play here, I think. If my opponent does have Borrower into Cascade, good for them. Although maybe just mending Rokiric and Omnath into third means I can't lose. Not sure. Alright, put us down to 13. I'm gonna force this. Force this is actually pretty good. Is Chalice 2 worth to lock it out? Yeah. Just don't have the 4th land. I think I just discard Omnath Solitude. And then if they do get a living end, I get some creatures back. Yeah, you can't Chalice on 0 through a Chalice on 0. There's I believe no way to do so. Maybe with Dahlia in play that works. Could be on Prismari. Yeah, I feel like that's not super common in game 1. We also just have 11 points of power next turn, so like they need to bounce this, but if they do, they're dead. Oh yeah, we're for second Chalice, yeah. Very clever. This has been a pretty good start for us, huh? Yeah, Stream Decker's always struggling. Saga for Chalice. You actually can't Saga for Chalice because it has a mana cost of XX, not 0. Had a Luchi deck play out. We went 3-2. We went 3-2. It was really fun. We got to Gaedrone and Ugin ultimates. Which was awesome. We won that game against Tron by stealing their Ugin and ultimating it. It's really fun. I missed your question, King, but it's at $10 for deck tech or 2 gifted subs, or you can save up channel points. Yeah, the Tron player was also playing for a trophy. I feel like Kira, Great Grass Spinner, and Scion of Draco. I saw Magic Aids' Zoo deck with Rokiric and Kira. I thought it was kind of cool. Although I thought it was kind of weird, like, I maybe like misunderstood what he was saying, but at the beginning of his video, he was like, Rokiric seems like the best card in the deck, but it's so slow. You play Rokiric on turn 3, then on turn 4 you make a token, on turn 5 you're attacking, it's just too slow. But then, like, the answer was Kira, but Kira's also really slow, too. And, like, Rokiric is also resilient because of the hexproof from monocolored. So I think maybe I missed something about his reasoning about Kira versus Rokiric. Okay, I'd probably keep this on 5. But I was just, like, a little confused watching the video. Heroic Reinforcement with Rokiric? Yeah, that list is pretty cool. Land. Let's go. This is the best deck you can play for Chalice. I think that this is the best one. Kind of depends on the metagame a little bit. Like, this deck is also, like, you know, gets other edges against, like, Hammer Time, Shadow, because you're playing all these Solitudes, Prismatic Endings. Yeah, Deathrite with Rokiric could be so strong. When you play Lotus Field, when you're setting Ragnarok against big mana, combo, and control. Could maybe cycle the Manamorphose there. I think I'm just gonna wait. I guess, sorry, Tron, combo, and control. I've actually stopped citing them in against Titan. I've just been grazered one too many times. Do I endurance this or do I Dovin's Veto? The thing about endurance is it gets worse as time goes on. But also, like, having to hold up mana for Veto stinks. I think I want to Veto. Yeah, it should. They brought in Force of Negation, Foundation Breaker, Dispute Force. Can't veto Charlotte's Agent? Well, we're gonna veto the living end, not the agent. Notably, we do shuffle Living End back into their deck. Whoa, we do not. Okay, but we are going to Solitude exile their Subtlety. I don't think I want to draw the Endurance anymore. Just gonna bottom that. Really not too bad. What the fuck even is this? Everyone just plays free spells? I mean, yeah. Kinda, yeah. I think I offer the trade. Maybe not. It's good, but it's just about if they have Curator. Yeah, they did fix the Architect bug. They have Hurkyl's Recall and Mercurial Sideboard. I tend to think Explosives is way more relevant, where it's like the main artifact deck you want to target is Hammer, right? But Hammer, it's not just the artifacts that you're trying to target with that sideboard slot. They also have Sanctifier in deck, sometimes a Forged Tinder, which are like really scary sideboard cards to deal with. And so like Explosives can deal with like the 0 and 1 mana artifacts, but it can also deal with the Sanctifier and Vex and Forged Tenders. Okay, so my opponent stacked the top 3 cards of my library. So I'm assuming this next card is going to be good. We'll see. It kind of has to be, right? Okay, that is... I'd say that's decent. I'm going to play this land so I can pay for a Dispute on the Endurance. I'm not too keen to shuffle those 2 Living End back into my opponent's deck, though. I think there's like a pretty good chance they've drawn one. I will say that, like, you know, it is kind of easy to like complain about free spells, right? Free spells, I get it. I understand people's grievances. But like, imagine this matchup against Living End without the free spells. I don't know, like, it's like, I feel like matchups like this, like against Living End and like other like really fast decks that can combo off at instant speed and are hard to interact with. These matchups are like such nightmares without 0 mana answers. And so like, I kind of feel like the 0 mana answers are very important for format balance. So obviously it's a very touchy and nuanced conversation, but I do think there's you know a very big difference between like proactive 0 mana spells like fast mana and reactive 2 for 1ing yourself as well. Can make blue white. Okay. Pass back. It's like I've been talking about this a lot lately. It's just like for the longest time in Modern's history, the linear proactive decks were, and just the threats in general, were so much better than the answers in Modern. And like I think like those two like answers have been catching up for a few years. I think they finally caught up with MH2. So my opponent's got a Living End. Oh, this is just Violent Outburst of buff. Okay, they do have a Living End left in the deck, notably. That's good information to have here. Multicolored spells, please. I think I'm gonna main phase Endurance. Because they do have a Living End left in the deck. With 2 River Winders, I think their Living End is like a pretty viable line. When you played yesterday, you won turn 1, you played... And turn 1 you played DRC, then 3 Baubles. Do you mean Monastery Swift Spear and 3 Baubles? Because I remember playing Swift Spear 3 Baubles. I don't remember playing DRC 3 Baubles. Things like Unholy Heat, Soul, and Priz. I don't know what Soul is. Prismatic Ending, I assume, is Priz, but yeah, I do agree that these cards are important for format balance. I was playing Zap City. I just, you know, happened to draw that draw. Probably I'm gonna have to go to game 3. I also have to trade here. So we have to draw like Teferi into Teferi, or like Teferi into Endurance Chump Block, or Teferi into Solitude. Or I guess Omnath into Fetchland, maybe. Yeah, Solitude like maybe would have been good enough on any turn before this turn. Maybe not the last turn actually. Okay, but we get to be on the play for game 3. Very good matchup. Oh, Solitude. Yeah. Which card replaces Raugrin with the black red? It's Dark Confidant would probably be the replacement. I know that card's not exactly cheap. Mending is somewhat interesting in this matchup because you can get creatures in your yard, but I think with just like no hate pieces, I can't keep that hand. I can't keep this one. Do I want to put back Iteration or Solitude? I think I'm going to put back this Solitude. It's kind of close. Let's actually put back the Iteration. Maybe the Iteration's important because I can't actually cast the Wrenn and Six off of these lands. Yeah, maybe putting back Wrenn was the answer. Yeah. This probably was the case. We'll just draw a land for Wrenn. Or we'll just redraw the Iteration. We could maybe have fired off the Iteration right now just to guarantee casting Teferi next turn. That's kind of close. So by testing with Bertai's free main deck or sideboard, main deck for sure. I have like 8 trophies. I think that the Murktide with Fury main deck has been the deck I've trophied with at the highest rate. It's not even like really that close. Excuse me. So I want to Wrenn and Six first, because and then I'm gonna fire off Iteration here because I could hit Chalice. Keep it Teferi, I guess. Oh, I guess maybe I could have just evoked that Solitude immediately. Actually, Omnath? I don't know if that's kind of a spew. Maybe not. Yeah, I think I'll just pitch the Teferi here. And then I get to go Omnath, and then Omnath kind of like is puts me ahead on this board. I think Solitude pitch Omnath was correct. I don't know. I kind of feel like Omnath just beats this board, right? Worst deck I've trophied with? Yeah, this season it was definitely Vampire Pox. Maybe we'll play today. I was kind of thinking about it. I've got that itch to play bad decks. What can I say? Kind of surprised they attacked me when I've got the Omnath getting so much life. I think it was gonna cycle these Manamorphoses. Back up Omnath. I guess I can attack with both. Yeah, I'm ahead of the trophy race, so I get to play Lutri and Smallpox, and I'm behind. I just have to grind Murktide. Although I will say that I have my I have my eyes and my heart set on the record. I really have my heart set on the record right now. I've kept up that average of 1 a day for the last few days too. Let's see. It is currently day 64. There's 26 days left of the race, and I currently need 23 trophies to tie the record, 24 trophies to break the record. So 24 trophies in 26 days feels doable. It can be difficult for sure, but also doable. All right, Wrenn and Six down. So I can't let myself play too many goofy decks, but can probably play a few. Yeah, 3 weeks of Fury Tide. Last trophy was with this deck. I was playing for a trophy off stream with Zap City last night too. I was so close. I was just like top decking a land away from like racing the Omnath, and I couldn't do it. Worth put the other Omnath to put one in the yard. Maybe. I was like the turn before I was kind of hoping my opponent would double block. This turn I'm going to use the mana for endurance. If I have nothing else to do with use it with my mana, it's probably worth it. Yeah. Yeah, Zap City is the new life total control name because we made a shocking discovery that there are more lightning themed damage spells than fire themed damage spells, and so I kind of feel like it should have been called, you know, something lightning themed the whole time. Yes, a shocking discovery. Yeah, I do think getting just an Omnath in the yard here is worth. Get that sweet, sweet card too. Okay, that can translate to 4 damage next turn. Yeah, Green Machine is actually a great name for scales. I've never heard that. Living In can't play Veil. Well, they can. They probably shouldn't, huh? Very famously, Doomwake got spell pierced by Living End twice. Yeah, I might Chalice on like 6 here. I think I've got enough mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have enough, but then I can't hold up Veto too. Chalice on 5 also stops my Solitudes. I only have 1 Omnath left in the deck. Maybe I Chalice on 4. Yeah, I was thinking 6 because they're 1 land away from, you know, Heartcast Riverwinder, but I think stopping Curator and Grief is pretty good. Also stops Architects, I guess. 5 or 7. I think 5 shuts off my Solitudes. I only have 1 more Omnath in the deck. I also can't do 7. Oh, Riverwinder is... Oh, sorry. I thought Riverwinder was 6. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to veto my own Chalice. I think it's 4 here, though. And I don't think I attack here. Okay, wait. That's my favorite Naruto opening. I was listening to them all a little while ago. Thank you for the $10. Feels boosted, man. Glad you liked the stream. Yeah, it's a very complicated question. Oh, this also stops Foundation Breaker. City Bow seems good. It's really bad if they just have any dumb creature, which they're like kind of likely to have, right? I've also got plenty of time. I feel like I have the inevitability. I have a lot of answers to the Curator too. Maybe we could wait a turn on this. Yeah, probably should have waited a turn. I think it was good. I think we're just gonna keep the veto up. Kind of scared of petty theft. Invoking Foundation Breaker still gets chaliced. Also had a pretty comfy 36 life. Also, like, Veto to protect its Teferi from counter magic might be relevant. I might have Subtlety. It's probably good enough. No key here in this deck because of Rokiric. Yeah, here comes the general. The moment you've been waiting for. Oh yeah, Subtlety gets Chalice, that's right. I kind of feel like this Chalice on 4 was great. Are they casting Living End? They are casting Living End. So I get back an Omnath, a Solitude, and a Solitude. Pretty sure I'm supposed to fight here. Gotta get the token, you know. So, but it's not the end of the world with this, if they, you know, have another Living End here. I think I'm supposed to flashback the Mending if they do cast Living End. Because I can spike creature to the yard. Could be better to hold it, but I think the upside's pretty high. Awesome. Got there. Chalice and 4 stops Curator, Foundation Breaker, Subtlety, Grief. Surprising amount of stuff. And I also only have one Omnath left in the deck, so like it almost stops nothing in my deck. Great hit. Riverwinder's a pain. Oh, Architect's Civil too, yeah. I'm also at 38. Endurance yourselves for deck. You know, I think I want to leave I have 26 cards in my library. I'm not too worried yet. I also have more endurance in the deck. But I want to leave creatures in the yard for the 3rd Living End. Alright, Force Pitch Borrower. Hard to be too upset with that. So what happens if I Alpha Strike here? They eat here, block, take 3. It's probably not very good. Long game, huh? Long game. Why not attack with the Solitude? They get blocked with the Riverwinder. What are you talking about? We're at 10 life, though. We're not, like, I don't think we're in Alpha Striking range. Oh, Solitude is, yeah, sorry. Man, that is a good response. Solitude does not have flying. Yeah, you realize that that's what the question was actually asking. Doesn't Solitude have flying, Spike? Does not. Alright, so it's gonna be 4 extra damage next turn. Assuming I've got the fetchables. I think I do. I have at least the planes. I think I have, like, the Triome and one more Shockland. Yeah. Easily have the fetchables. Down to 18 cards in the library. If I flash Endurance, I'd lethal with the 4. Block. I guess so. It's kind of hard for them to have anything, too. Because of the Chalice on 4, stops Subtlety. Borrower doesn't block anything, and I've got 2 vetoes for petty theft. Okay, we can do that this turn. Cooper with the raid. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Chalice, the Chalice on 4 was like, I can't believe I figured out that line. I can't believe I figured out that 4 was the number to put on. I feel like usually I would not figure it out. This is like maybe the best Chalice on 4 against Titan of all time, which is not like the strongest praise. Makes my Alpha Strike feel a little more comfy. They gain 2, but then they take 3 more to the attack. Yeah, they pitch. Yeah, they pitch instead of hard casting. Okay, they can't win the fight over the Veto. Yeah, yeah, both games here have been so long. Games 2 and 3. Alright, 2-0. Living in both matchups, very good matchup. I think it's time for you to change deck. Hard times. Yeah, I think people are finally aware that the living in deck is has a big target bounce back. So we're going to 5. So the nice about being a Wrenn and 6 deck is whenever you roll to 5 or 4, you have Wrenn and 6. You get to unmulligan a bit. So I'm going to try to go to 4 here. Close up on the symbol and the hat. Madison made the logo a while ago. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna keep Mesa Iteration Chalice. First TOGOCZOs. Oh, interesting. Why bring Tybalt isn't a thing anymore? It's kind of a... Oh, my opponent also mulled low. They mulled to 5. Kind of a complicated question. It is kind of a thing, like the the Bring to Light Scapeshift decks are somewhat popular. Okay, well, the Charm matchup is kind of rough. We do have 4 Charmaws in the sideboard. So if we were gonna mold a 4 in a game, we kind of want it to be this one. No, we did find the Wrenn and 6 though. Maybe this is E-Tron. Since probably... Oh, I should not have got Temple Garden. I can't cast the iteration. But if this is E-Tron, we have a chance. Copium. Yeah, Chalice 1 is good against Greentron. That is what I think we're playing this turn. Or like, you know, it can be good. It's kind of like a high variance card, right? But they do have like 16 1-mana spells. Okay. Cast that, I guess. Not the worst mold of 4, huh? Yeah, I should have Chalice on 7 this time. Subs other cards I don't care about after turn 3. No, you care about Ancient Stirrings, Chromatic Star, Chromatic Sphere after turn 3. Those cards are definitely relevant. Like, they're gonna cantrip them into like the big stuff. They did exile the Chalice, so I kind of feel like it is good here. And the Mending goes well with the Wrenn. Damn it. Prismatic Ending off the top. Ah, man. 2 of their cards were 1-drops. Just thinks that the other one was a card. Dang it. At least we fought hard. Oh my gosh. Best realm. Winning this game on the mold of 4 against a Tron opponent who has, like, such a perfect hand. That's going to feel very good if it happens. They still have 3 cards in their hand. But that was the best top deck. We've kind of drawn the perfect card. No! I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so exacerbated. They're just, like, so likely to have anything. They grab a Sundering Titan, which we have no answers to. They play out an O-Stone. If I draw a Omnath, can maybe get something going. I get ending this. We're just gonna lose to the Titan. Let's go to game 2. Alright, bring in the Charmaws, the Dovin's Vetoes. Usually trim the 4th Wrenn and Six. Got the Teferis. Got a Mending. Trim on Chalice. I think on the play we want like 3. We probably want less on the draw. Should go to like 2 Solitude. Maybe Teferi's better than Solitude. Could play some Wear Tears. You have Prismatic Ending to kind of deal with the same things that it deals with though. So I think you don't want that many effects like that. Carriage eating for 21 months. Appreciate you. Drilling with the 5-pack. Let's go. No, we have 2 Charmaws but no lands. Feels bad. Jojo seems bad against Ozstone. Our deck is bad against Ozstone, man. Our whole deck is bad against Ozstone. We have a 5-card hand. We do have a Charmaw, but it's just a 1-lander. I think I'm gonna go to 4. Okay. Guess I put back the Wrenn. I mean, keeping Wrenn on the Moldafor is important. You like bottoming the Temple Garden here? It's kind of interesting. Just hope to rip a fetch land. Yeah, opponent kept 7 again. Bummer. Yeah, keeping ending would be way better against the expedition map here. I'd have kept an ending over Chalice. Well, Chalice is way better if they're on Chromatic Star and to like Stirrings and has the higher upside. Keeping the higher upside card when my opponent's when I'm on a Moldafor, I think it's just really important. Okay, red source, we're actually probably in good shape. You know what I mean? It's like yeah, we're on a Moldafor. Chalice has much higher upside than Prismatic Ending. Like keeping the 1-for-1s like that. Oh man, I just think you have to keep the higher upside card. Dude, we drew the red source. I can't believe it. It's really hype. Let's go. Okay, they've got another Sylvan Scrying though. We've got another Charmaw. Charmaw's so good. Like, being both land destruction and pressure is nuts. Like, even if they do get Tron next turn, I just attack them for 8, then I have Dovin's Veto up. Oh, I even can Wrenn and Six first. Moldafor! Don't Veil us. Oh, they can't. We have Chalice. Don't do it. Please don't do it. They also had Tron after double Charmaw. They did have double Scrying and map, but it feels bad. Well, Moldafor, baby. Let's go. Disciplined mulligan to 4. Without patting myself on the back too much. I do think I'm going to trim a Chalice on the draw. Can play 3rd Solitude, 2nd Teferi, 3rd Omnath. Omnath kind of sucks in this matchup. 4th Mending. I'll play 1 Wear Tear. So Dan does have ending for turn 1 piece into Chalice. I think we really want Charmaw. These 1-land Charmaw hands hurt. My opponent's built to 5. I could keep this hand. This hand's like pretty good if we draw a land. We're on the draw. That's Athena barking. She's on the balcony. I think this is a keep on 6. 5. This hand has such high upside though. I think you keep. This pawn going to 4? Well, I think it's a keep. It needs to draw like 1 land in this hand. It's like very strong. And our opponent's built to 5, so like maybe they're gonna stumble. Maybe draw white source ending this. Didn't draw the white source. Okay. Feels bad. Ugh. White source a little late. So I could Chalice here. I think I'm supposed to actually iteration just to guarantee, or try to guarantee the red source next turn. This hand did work out. I feel like this is like, can't be too upset with by hitting the runner into lands. Let's see what their payoff is. They're pausing, so they have multiple payoffs, so we're dead, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. So I guess the play here is ending the map, Chalice on 1. I've got the breeding pool, so I can't go ending into Charmaw. They have Ulamog. Yeah, they might have Ulamog. I think it's a good read. Good moldify for them. I can't ending and then Charmaw. I don't have enough, the colors don't work out because I have breeding pool here. They didn't float mana, so they can't crack the map now. So they probably just have another tower in hand. Fuck. Of course. I think Chad's spot on about this Ulamog. Let's just hope it's not it. I've got the Veto up. Good Chalice on 1. They immediately show us tower. It's definitely Ulamog. Sanctum of Ugin? Okay. Actually, I'm very unlikely to be Ulamog, but they're gonna get one. Is I guess the problem here, huh? I think the Chalice is carrying us. Ping here takes like does make like our clock a lot stronger to where any 4-power creature kills them next turn. Ketria doesn't make white. Well, these lands make white. What are you talking about? Oh, I didn't have this up. Really? Okay, well they concede. Jeez. Oops. Playing a Solaris deck. Keep this put back Omnath, I think. Ending's good against Solaris decks, of course. What do you think of the Gen Reclaimer list? They're cool. I haven't actually had the time to try them out. It's all kind of on my to-do list. Not a bad draw. Let's take to a large open event. If I could do right now, I'd play the Fury Tide list, but fuck. Thrilling, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate you, buddy. This Esper Sentinel card is so freaking good. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Like, instead of going Prismatic Ending, let them draw a card, pay for 1 Sentinel, next turn, pay next turn. Just good to get these out of here. Get out of here, Esper Sentinel. They're 5 months. How is every hand so borderline? Well, I mean, our opening hand was a 1-lander. It was an easy mulligan. I feel like this hand was like a very easy keep against Luris. Yeah, you had a good time on the podcast yesterday, of course. All right. They found an Ornithopter off the Smith. Kind of getting outgrinded here. Chalice those. Gonna be good, hopefully. Yeah, I got the lead back last night off stream. Just 1 trophy last night. Getting Temur Triome here, maybe? The Stomping Ground, I'm not sure. Maybe Hallowed Fountain. I think probably Fountain. But it goes for Luris in the hand. Yeah, I like the bank control list. I think it's good for sure. I want to be like, I want to have like multiple trophies with it this season, and if I didn't think it was at least somewhat good. Charmaw was mostly for Tron. There are a few other matchups you can bring it in against. Like blue-white control, scale sometimes. Oh, no. Well, I guess I can go actually hand, bottom, exile. Exile the Smith. Could be worse. Could also be better. Is this the most competitive the race has ever been? Yeah, at least for me. I mean, I've only done it twice. Last time it was really just me and Prince for like the last like 2 months or something. But this season it's been like with 4 players like very much in the race. It's been very much different. Blue-white here. Yeah. Oh, no. I meant to make blue-white. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I think I just want to loot away the second Chalice instead of Chalice on 0. Damn it. No, you can't Chalice on 2. Our deck is just too many 2-drops. I think. Want the most punishing mistake if the Chalice is still shutting them down here. That wasn't a punt. I mean, it's kind of up for debate if misclicks are punts or not. There are basically 2 schools of thought. Let's go. Assuming that they don't draw Stoneforge Mystic. Be okay here. Yeah. Some people think that punts are just gameplay mistakes, and that misclicks are separate from punts. Like, that was a misclick, not a strategic error. Really doesn't matter that much. Thanks, yeah, Esther got me this hoodie. I can't remember for what, but a little while ago. Yeah, I don't talk about this that often, but I have really shaky hands. I have dysgraphia, which makes my hands kind of shaky. And when I used to paper grind, I would have a like manual dexterity error, like every tournament I played. I would have like one incident where I like knocked my deck off the table, or like I just like that would usually be it. I would just like knock my deck off the table on accident and get a warning. I think like literally every single tournament I ever played. Probably a few exceptions. I remember the first time I ever played against a Hall of Famer. I was playing against, I guess they just block it in replay. I was playing against Eric Froelich on my first ever GP. I was so nervous to be playing against Eric. And I knocked my deck on the table, and I looked up the whole time. I called a judge or so, and they gave me a warning, and Eric was like, "It's bullshit that they gave you a warning. You didn't see any extra cards." So shout out to Eric. Kind of surprised I do better with mouse than real cards. I still have issues with the mouse sometimes. What does a warning do to you? Nothing, but if you get like 3 warnings, then you start to then you get like a game loss, I think. And if you get, I can't remember the exact rules. It was usually just 1. Like my hands are not incredibly shaky. They're not like falling apart, but they're like just shaky enough that it happens like on average once a tournament. And thank you for the prime. Appreciate you, buddy. So against this version of Hammer, I usually bring in the Wear Tears, and then I cut a Bending and a Rokiric and a Manamorphose. Get some water too. Not a terrible hand. It's kind of slow. I think I'm gonna keep. Does caffeine make the shaking worse? Sometimes. Sometimes. It's more like anxiety makes it worse, and sometimes caffeine makes the anxiety kind of like. I don't know. Do you feel like it's a favorable matchup? I do, yeah. We're a Prismatic Ending, Wear Tear, Chalice of the Void, Solitude, Wrenn and Six deck. All these cards are really good against Hammer. Maybe not Wrenn and Six. Wrenn and Six is fine. Name of the shaky hand syndrome I mentioned. Well, it's not. Shaky hands is kind of like a symptom of the dysgraphia condition, which is like it's very similar to dyslexia, but it's not exactly the same thing. All of my siblings have been diagnosed dyslexic. I've been diagnosed dysgraphic. It's really weird. I have 3 siblings. They all have dyslexia. I've got dysgraphia. Something's messed up with our genetics. Am I sure I'm not also dyslexic and just read the diagnostics wrong? I think so. Alright, so they killed my Chalice. Are we dead? Hope not. Yeah, Stream Decker seems to be down. Wear Tear only triggers Rokiric if you fuse. Am I the tallest sibling? No, actually, I'm 6'3". My little brother is 6'6". He's like 6 years younger than me. But he passed me. He passed me in height when he was like 20. Yeah, both of my parents are 6 feet tall, which is, just like, when your mom's so tall, I think that really gives you a good chance to be taller yourself. What a scary draw, huh? My opponent, sorry. My opponent tutored Shadow Spear, so I'm kind of assuming that they have a hammer in hand, so I'm gonna hold up Wear Tear this turn, I think. You ever play sports as a kid? I played basketball, played soccer. Sorry, football. But not much American football. A little bit with like friends and stuff, but not like on a team. My mom who's 6 foot, she would tell people that she was 5'12" growing up. Dude, this Esper Sentinel card. Can you please play an Urza Saga for me to fuse? Is 6'4" really tall in the US? I think 6'4" is really tall anywhere. Unless you're from some nation full of giants. I'm pretty sure that is a very tall height anywhere. Anybody from a nation full of giants in the chat? Puts in a Shadow Spear, Lurrus, 2 mystery cards. So mystery cards kind of have to be like Paladin plus Hammer or Aid plus Hammer. I think I'm going to pay. Oh, no, if I pay... I mean, if they go Lurrus Sentinel, it's not the end of the world. .6'4", I don't see myself being that tall in Argentina. Well, shout out to the Giants in Argentina, I guess. I don't know. It's like very, very. If you're 6'4", you've got to be in like top 1 or 2 percentile for height. So it's just like, yeah, you're tall. How often people tell me I'm taller than I think? Yeah, everybody thinks that I'm 5'8". Everybody, I can't imagine. I hear so often that people think I'm 5'8". I don't know if it's like the camera angle because it's like a little down, or I just exude 5'8" energy. Yeah, 5'8" is not short, but it. What's weird is so many people have told me they thought I was 5'8". Like it's like I've heard that from probably like 10 plus people, like that exact number. Yeah, the 5'8" vibes. Yeah, I think it's the angle because the camera points down a little bit. Okay, it's pretty good. Sorry, chat. How long? Yeah, how long is that going for? My opponent's saying is Shadow Spear. Presumably, the other card is Colossus Hammer, and then a new mystery card. They go to sack a Silent Clearing. The whole stream. Oh man, we'll have to start over. Concede the league. Not gonna equip. Okay. I guess I can cast this Omnath before I do anything else, because it's just free. My realistic theory a bit. It would be a really unfunny bit, but yeah, I'm sure plenty of people in the chat now that Vegas happens have seen me in real life. So maybe somebody can confirm. It's really not much of an accomplishment. Maybe we should have exiled the fetch land instead. Can't really get in with the tokens because they've got the Ingenious Smith. How tall is Esther? Esther's like 5'2". She's pretty short. I like play second Wrenn there. Well, if we play second Wrenn, we're not holding up Wear Tear and could just die. I think that's the main way we lose this game is not holding up Wear Tear this turn. I guess there's probably iteration first. Esper Sentinel. Pretty annoying card. So, hand, bottom, exile. At least Sentinel only triggers once a turn. But it also has like refused to equip Shadow Spear. I think I sent him with all the Golem tokens. They get to eat one, take. You probably have to block another one. Yeah, they were playing Lyra's Companion. Dude, settle the wreckage, that would be hilarious. So I can jump 2, take 8 down to 8. Gonna be pretty tough to lose from the spot. Obviously, anything's possible. You would evoke Solitude, keep up Wear Tear. I think keeping up both is better. Because they get to gain 6 off the Solitude, so we're not killing them this turn. That's how you lose to a Thoughtseize. If you want to take a look at this list, you can find it on Twitter. If you type !Twitter in chat, it's the latest on the trophy thread. We can also take a look because this match is over. All right, trying to get trophy number 50. Trophy 50 on the draw against the Luris deck. I'm gonna keep this, I think. Put Moles to 6, Moles to 5. Probably playing against Hammer again. This is a pretty good card hand against Hammer. Not Hammer. Yeah, Mole to 5 with an Inquisition is usually not a good place to be on the play. They take the Ending and not the Chalice. Or Tron. They revealed Luris, they're not Tron. Luris Tron. Probably have a Wrenn and Six. Yeah. Good way to unmulligan. This is, looks like the Jund Saga deck, which has been pretty popular lately. They were getting Temple Garden, and I'm not going to cast the Iteration next turn. Notably, the Wrenn and Six is very good against Rokiric. Usually when Wrenn's in play, you need to wait till you either ending the Wrenn, or till you can play Rokiric and get some value immediately. Luris in hand for my opponents. I like to see Manamorphose when I've got the Rokiric. This turn I'm just going to play Teferi in plus. Safe from heat on the Teferi because of the Chalice. Did my opponent have Turok? Fuck. Good Mold to 5. Turok's really good against us. Maybe we should have drawn a card first. Need that Rokiric back. They're also about to ultimate this Wrenn and Six. Yeah, I know the tokens are white, but I mean, if we draw Rokiric, we get to go Rokiric, Manamorphose. Let's make blue-red, I think. Doesn't feel great, but I'm going to hardcast the Solitude here. And hopefully, if they do Rimblem, that they don't have any of their spells like they can play through Chalice. Yeah, Turok is so good against me. They do get the Rimblem. Kill it Teferi, I assume. Yep. Yeah, they usually have like 1 or 2 K commands and like 2 Assassin's trophies. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I think I make green red just so I can guarantee another spell here. I guess I'm going to hold the land to get back from Wrenn for Mending. Oh yeah, Mending does grow the Turok. Yes, just resolves. What a game. What a game. Oh, man. Out of nowhere. Freaking Rokiric. Yeah, I think they messed up pretty bad by ultimating the red. I know it's like... It's a very easy mistake to make. Okay, so I probably want some amount of endurance. Probably like 2 Weird Tear as well. Trim like 1 Chalice in the draw. Trim a Solitude. Trim Mending. Trim Manamorphose. Just play like 2 Endurance. Seems like a good configuration to me. Well, we can block Turok with Endurance. But we also have a lot of life gain. Krog, for 10 months, appreciate you. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. I think. Yeah, what's your for Saga? There's a couple copies. Leading off front of Thoughtseize again. Takes the Solitude. Like, immediately just snap takes the Solitude. So they probably have an answer to Chalice. Can bounce the Ragavan next turn, and maybe that stops them from getting it back down through the Chalice. They have 5 cards in their hand. Plays the Mountain. It's gonna make a token this turn. Don't love to have to Manamorphose for mana fixing, but pretty sure I just Teferi bounce the Ragavan. Immediately makes another token. It's a Pyrite Spellbomb, which can deal with the general. Ignores the Teferi for now. Blood Crypt, untapped. Wrenn and Six. Shrinking the constructs, pinging the Teferi. Need to find a white source. Ideally, find 2 lands here. Only found 1. Guess I hand the second ending, bottom, exile. And then, do I have time to exile the Wrenn and Six? That's the real question here. So obviously the card I want to exile. I fetch and shock down to 9, and then I take 6 down to 3, and they have a Pirate Spellbomb. I don't have time. I have to exile a token. If we can go Omnath into fetch land next turn, we've got a good chance. Lurrus in the hand for my opponent. After getting Saga back with Wrenn. Attack me down from 9 down to 7. Kind of effectively at 5 because of the Pirate Spellbomb. Okay, so this turn, let's go Wrenn and Six. Return Wooded Foothills. Get basic Mountain Fuse. They draw a card with Spellbomb. Play Verdant Catacombs immediately. Cracks Verdant Catacombs. Shocks down to 11. Kicks Turok. Fuck. And we lost the Omnath. Damn it. We really couldn't afford to lose the Omnath there. I think I play the General first. Try to find another Omnath for next turn. Maybe Endurance to block. But it can ping my General. Takes me down to 2. Plays Saga. Plays a 6/7 Tarmogoyf. Plays Lurrus. Ketria Triome. So I don't think I have any other line besides Ending Tarmogoyf. Ping Wrenn and Six. Endurance. Like I said, I choose between playing the Triome or holding. I guess I'm supposed to hold. Pings me, so they have a second Wrenn and Six. Dead. There's Chalice in play. We were not dead to Spellbound, chat. There's Chalice of the Void in play, which I'm going to bring in the 4th copy on the play. I think Triple Wear Tear on the play as well. Game 3. They casted off Endurance. Oh, they casted off Lurrus. I totally missed that they casted off Lurrus. Sorry. I just assumed it was in the hand. That was big, obviously, huge punt. Still, like, really behind anyways, but, yeah. Get you on the play for game 3. You have a pretty strong hand. Especially if they don't have a Wrenn and Six. We get the Ketria Triome, because I have a basic Plains in hand. No Wrenn and Six on turn 2, just drew a 1 game. Just can't get away from it. Can rip the ending off the top, though. It's pretty good. No, I did have priority. I have priority while the Wrenn and Six ping is on the stack. 2/3 Goyf. Bloodstained Mire. If I play Rokiric, it is kind of vulnerable to Wrenn and Six, Kolaghan's commands. I think I'm supposed to play the Omnath first. Which should be pretty resilient here with Chalice on 1 in play, stopping Heat. Not that Heat's, I guess, killing it anyways. That's showing me pretty great. Turok would be pretty bad, although the Omnath Fleet like, at least gains me enough life. I could like theoretically ignore Turok. Dodge the Turok. Let's go. I guess they have Kolaghan's commands. Because they didn't put Lurrus in hand, so I can't go for Rokiric this turn. Oh no, I shocked. I thought this was a white source. Okay, I guess I'm gonna ending the Goyf then. Pretty big mistake. It takes 4 down to 14. Kolaghan's commands my chat. It was Boil? It was Boil. Man, that was a hard card to read. Fetch land, please. Put him down to 10, make a token. Boil's not even in like the top 8 list, right? So their tech. Good Shadow Spear. Hopefully the turn's just equip, I guess. No! Fuck. I guess I have an attack. Oh, I have my own Wrenn and Six. Oh, I don't have green mana. Damn it. Stupid Boil. Mending fetch. The problem is I've got to, if I mending, I have to discard Solitude. I have to maybe discard Wrenn, but I think I go Solitude, pitch Mending, exile Construct, kill Wrenn and Six, cast Rokiric. Hope the top of my library is kind. Freaking boil. Not making a token before damage. Plays a Goyf. Still looks like they're committed to making a token though. Found the green source. Gain 4, Wrenn and 6. Do I get back a fetch line or do I get back the Triome to cycle? So I might be losing my Wrenn and 6 to this attack. It's honestly very close. I think it's the fetch. I think I have time to cycle. Yeah, I agree. I don't think I've got too much time to cycle. And the fetch line at least represents like extra life too off Omnath, even if I draw a land. Oh yeah, the Saga's gonna kill the general from the Pirate Spellbomb, assuming they see that line. Yeah, if I had the mana to cycle this turn, it's easy Triome. Yeah, maybe they drew the Spellbomb. That's actually a really good point. Unsurprisingly makes a token, gets the Pirate Spellbomb. Notably, if they sack the Pirate Spellbomb, the tokens shrink to 4/4, and I can trade my Golem for a construct. But I'm in really bad shape. I'm gonna need the top of my library to be super cooperative. I guess they can attack first. Attacks Wrenn and 6 here. Me with the other two. Changes their attacks to everything at me. So like I double block Rokiric and a token on a token. If they kill the Rokiric, then of course the token shrinks to 4/4. I take 11. Dead Decay Command. I've been dead Decay Command this like entire match. Ferrous in hand. Another Rokiric. So I get the Triome back now. I guess I cycle first. No! Damn it! Fuck. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Why cycle first anyways? It's gonna give me information what to do for the rest of my turn, right? So I've drawn an ending. I think I still probably lose. Just feels so bad to punt in those kind of spots. Misclick, whatever. Man, what a run. Sort of fire and ice. Man, that boil was so hard to read. Yeah, I don't think the misclick ended up costing us the match, but